Hi everyone, today we're going to be working on an Easter egg mosaic. So a mosaic is a picture made up of smaller little pieces. Oftentimes you'll find a glass mosaic or a stone mosaic, and that's where they cut the pieces of glass or stone into little pieces, and they would arrange them and glue them down in a special pattern or a color combination. So ours is going to be made of paper. You're going to need a paper for the egg, and this could be white or colored. I'm going to use pink. And then you're going to need some smaller scrap papers, whatever you have available. Honestly, it could be anything. Could be magazine pieces, could be newspaper pieces, anything you have around that you think would be fun. Okay? And here's another fun option for you. So all I had was like these colored construction papers, and I wanted something more interesting. So what I did on some smaller white papers, I used watercolor paint and I painted on this white paper, okay? Just the different colors I thought I'd like. And then on this one, I used crayon and I sort of mixed a few different colors on top of each other and made all these different options, okay? So for mosaics, you can cut your mosaics or you could rip. So you can cut all the little pieces or rip. For this example, we're going to be ripping, okay? So on your larger paper, you're going to draw your egg. So egg, you're going to start at the top, and you're going to curve down. I'm making mine really big, so I'm just doing a little at a time. I'll curve. Okay, now eggs have a little bit pointy of a top, so at the top, I'm going to make sure it's a little bit pointier. And then it goes down. There we go. I have an eraser here. Use pencil for this, because you might want to erase until you get the egg shape that you like. Okay? So here's my egg shape. Nice and big on my paper. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and get some of your paper choices. I'll just start with the smaller one I have. And you're going to rip a bunch of small little pieces. Okay, so I went ahead and ripped all my different types of papers into these little pieces, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Elmer's glue. You could use a glue stick or another type of glue, but I'm going to use Elmer's. And on my egg shape, I am going to glue skinny lines or stripes of glue. I'm just squeezing ever so lightly. Notice how I'm curving the lines. That's going to give the egg a little more dimension. Okay, I'll stop there and I'll do the rest later because I don't want the glue to dry at all. Now I'm going to think of how I want to arrange my colors. And if you need to rip these a little smaller, you can do that before you glue them. So I am just going to put these on my lines of glue. Okay. Okay, next I'm going to use the painted paper I have here. Okay, I'm going to use the dark purple again. You can do a pattern or you can just choose any colors you like. Okay, so this is what I have so far. It almost looks like broken eggshells, right? I'm liking it. Now I notice there's kind of a big space here. I'm going to add an extra stripe, an extra line of glue in there, and then I'm going to do a few more down at the bottom. And there you have it. I have finished gluing all my stripes of ripped paper to make my egg mosaic. You can go ahead and leave it like this, dry it out, and it's finished, or you can cut it out. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out and see what that looks like. You may need to wait for the glue to dry a little bit before you cut, because some of my pieces I'm noticing they're wanting to fall off a little bit, so I'm just being extra careful, but you guys might want to wait for it to dry first, if you're patient enough. And there you have it, a fun egg project. It's a mosaic. Remember, that's when you have smaller pieces that are ripped or torn or cut, and they're glued to make a bigger picture. Have fun!